Alrighty there. Uh, as Baron walks down the tunnel, uh, this whole lot of people here will, Baron will continue walking down the tunnel and talk. They will set to walking away down the hallway, and Baron will come upon this and will see this big armored figure's body on the ground jerk, and its helmet will come off. And then a methodical stripping of the timing of this is terrible. Uh, Everyone starts moving away as Baron shows up, and it seems as though something unseen is pillaging these undead bodies as Baron shouts his greeting. So now we have the issue of I need to be able to see Bowler here. Even though Baron can't see him because he is invisible right now. Goofy people. Baron is trying to ID the helmet and things. He is rolling a knowledge religion check. He will ID this big creature as a skeletal champion. And will be able to identify that it is an intelligent undead, and it actually is a member of your Empire Society. As he rips off the helmet, he will see that the skull is elongated and the bones are thicker, and you will be able to determine that this is one of your larger kin that are a blend of half dragon and dwarf that you have heard of from the northern reaches of the Empire. And they are generally twice the size of a dwarf, taller than a man, incredibly strong, and they have senses like a dragon. They can see and they can sense creatures around them that even their eyes can't notice. So this creature would have been able to see you due to that, now that you can actually ID it based on the skull and the figure inside the armor. And I believe you were rolling, which I need to go back and find. The amulets you've already taken care of. The armor is a simple breastplate, or full plate armor on this big guy, which was attuned. And as you identify, you realize there's an enchantment laid on it, which has a limited duration and will not last. And based on that, it's just a simple breastplate once you take it away from the body. The sword is the same. It is merely enchanted with a short-term spell, Greater Magic Weapon. And the shield, you have no idea what it is made of. The smaller armor, you can't identify this one here, but this one is just a breastplate with a +1 attunement. So, as Bowler is invisible here, he hears Baron down here mentioning his greeting to everyone. Don't shoot, I am still alive. As he comes up the tunnel. Meanwhile, the rest of the group is walking down the hallway. So Baron, the invisible looter here, is the only one that is around. And I think that is all. Oh, meanwhile, you should be hearing music and stuff. Further down the hallway, the both of you will feel a rumbling in the stone in your feet, which Droog noticed earlier, and that continues and seems to be growing steadier to the point that the ground is vibrating under your feet, and you can hear it. And Baron knows what she heard before, the sound of metal and boot prints striking the stone behind him. So you can definitely still hear that and feel that in the stone coming from the south. All right.